You know, most of the time we receive the important messages when our heart is just about to quit and our soul is like shattered and we feel like, what's really our place on this planet? And maybe this message today may be this kind of a reminder for you that maybe things are not how they seem right now. There's something else that's happening, but maybe you need to renew your perspective a little bit. I've been brainstorming on a few ideas that I want to read to you, and maybe these ideas will help you to see a different perspective on the present situation. I will give you 7, I call them wisdom keys. You know, every time I'm reflecting on something or every time I'm thinking about something that to me sounds wise and beautiful and poetic and interesting and relatable, I call it a wisdom key. So let's see how this sounds to you. Not everyone will see you clearly, and that's okay. Some people won't understand you, no matter how much you try to explain or show your heart. Their inability to see you says more about their path than it does about your worth. Let it be. Your energy is precious. Instead of over-explaining or proving yourself to those who can't receive you, redirect your energy inward. Focus on nurturing the parts of yourself that feel unseen. The more you honor your uniqueness, the less you will feel the need to convince anyone of it. So not everyone will see you clearly, and that's okay. Well, many of us may learn on our paths that so many times we try to please others and we try to adapt ourselves to others so we would be liked, so we would be appreciated, so we would be accepted. But something I've learned on my arts journey, many of you know I'm an artist. To those of you who are maybe new here, my name is Gasper and I'm an artist. I'm much more than just an artist, but art is a huge part of my journey. You can find my art on AttractPassion.com. And I've recognized that, well, art is such a mysterious process because more you try to be like someone else, more it starts to feel unauthentic. But also you lose the joy in the process of it, right? So I've recognized maybe it's same with life. You see, we've been through a childhood that made us believe certain things and behave certain ways, that we've forgotten where there's the true root of joy. And then art to me taught me once again from where joy truly comes from, and it comes from honest, genuine self-expression. So I've recognized maybe the art of living is the same as creating art, like learning once again to let go of the ways of how we think we should behave for others, to be seen, to be validated, to be appreciated, but rather once again relearn how authenticity feels like, how being genuine, truthful, honest feels like. So we can become more of our nature and less of what we think other people want us to be. You see, there's a reason we say that we fall in love. We don't rise in love. We don't grow in love. We fall in love. And we also say everything has fallen into place. It's not everything has grown into place. Everything has fallen into place. Why we say that? Well, because love is the nature. And nature takes care that everything falls back into what's the most natural and the most fluid. That's why a river will always find a stream. And it will shape the environment the way so it can flow with the least resistance. Taoism teaches us about the effortless action, which is not really an action without any effort. It's just an action that feels like a pull. not so much an effort. We put effort into it, but eventually the momentum takes over and it starts to feel like something greater is pulling us. And that's when we fall in love with the process. So same must become for your character, for your self-expression, for your lifestyle. You must be pulled into a lifestyle that will feel authentic to you, that will feel genuine and beautiful and powerful and important to you. And it will teach you who you really are. You can read books, but they will not teach you who you are. You can watch videos, but they will not teach you who you are. You can listen to people and they will not teach you who you are. Only through these genuine experiences in life, when you experience incredible joy, when you're doing something, you learn more of who you are. And then more of these experiences are just compounding on understanding of yourself. So never adapt yourself for the validation of others. Eventually people will validate you for who you really are, and those people will respect you. And that will feel different. The second reminder is that your people will find you when you are yourself. When you stop trying to fit where you don't belong, you create space for those who truly see and value you. They don't need convincing. They recognize you because their soul resonates with yours. These connections are effortless, but they are not accidental. They happen when you stand firmly in your truth and allow others to meet you there. Don't underestimate the magnetic pull of authenticity. It draws the right people in and filters out what's not aligned. And that's what I mean, right? It feels effortless, not accidental. So when you learn more about how to be yourself, you see, we are hearing this: be authentic, be yourself, be who you've been designed to be godlike, and things like that. We're hearing words like that, and they sound inspiring because there's truth to them. But at the same time, we need to learn to do it, right? Tupac said in his song Changes, he said, it's a skill to be real, time to heal each other. Because it truly is a skill to be real. It's a skill to be authentic. It's a skill to catch yourself when you have this impulsive pull to be someone who you used to be, to respond to someone the way you're usually responding, and you catch yourself and you notice, no, it doesn't feel right, and then you do what's right. So it's just before you react, you pause, and then you do what's right. That's a skill. When this skill is developed, our reactive mechanism calms down and we recognize that we are safe as we are. We don't need to change to be okay. We already are okay. But it's a whole new lifestyle to become good at it, right? Eventually, people who will resonate with who you really are will come into your life. You will meet them and they will feel so different. The relationships will be nurturing and fulfilling, not draining and exhausting. And that will be a big change in your life. That's why so many times when we move through these processes of what we call spiritual awakenings, we move through the phases of solitude so we can actually detach from all unauthentic and sometimes even fake relationships. So we recognize that we've been constantly pretending to be someone there, and we got so used to it that we've been addicted to people who didn't even value us or who didn't even appreciate us. And as we detach, we recognize that we never truly enjoyed this kind of relationships, or maybe they were valuable to a certain point, but we've outgrown them. And some people don't want you to grow because, well, they are afraid of losing you. So, my friend, know that people who will feel your true self, your authentic self, you will not need to change for them. They will love you as you are. And for those people, it's worth it to go through hell sometimes. It's worth it to go through solitude. And it's worth it to embrace yourself and to work on whatever speaks to you the most, because that will also pull you to the right people. You see, when I've started making art, I've been actually through a phase of solitude, because I knew that if I want to pursue something that feels very important to me, that feels like a divine calling, I just don't have time for all kinds of different relationships. So it was just me and Maya, my partner, alone on that mission. And for 2 years most probably, we've been not hanging much with anyone. But then through art, I've started meeting new people that started really valuing me as I am, not as I was. And I've noticed that to those new people, I don't need to pretend, I don't need to be somebody. They love me for who I am. And I've noticed, well, this is a whole new level. This is a whole new level of social interaction, and it feels so beautiful. Like, it's very, very valuable. So it's worth it to go through whatever you're going right now to meet this kind of relationships, truly. Trust me, it's worth it. The third reminder: rejection is a redirection, not a reflection. Powerful. When someone doesn't align with you, it's not a sign there's something wrong with you. It's just that the universe is guiding you towards something that does. Trust this science. They save you from traveling a road that isn't yours to walk. Every closed door, every no, every ending is a signpost redirecting you to something better. Resistance often feels like rejection, but in hindsight, it's protection. Trust that the universe has broader view than you do. Powerful. Well, we are so used to be afraid of rejection. We're so used to be afraid of rejection that we don't even want to try something new, because we already feel like, oh, what if I will not be accepted? What if they will say no? What if they will not buy? What if I will fail? But you see, every time someone says no, it just redirects you to someone that will say yes. Every time when your business idea doesn't work out, it's just redirection to somewhere or to a new idea or to a new place where your business idea will be valuable. Every time when a person rejects you, it's a redirection to a person who becomes your soulmate. So don't be so hard on yourself. Just push yourself through the feelings of fear and shame and worry. Because sometimes, yes, your emotions have incredible messages for you, but they are not a really reliable source of guidance. So sit with them, breathe through them, and move on. Don't stop because you've been rejected. Just know it's a redirection, not a reflection of who you are. It's a redirection, because life loves you so much that it is guiding you towards where you belong. But you need to be brave enough and courageous enough to get there, to get yourself there. Yes, sometimes it's scary, but it's worth it. No, rejection is simply redirection to a path more aligned with your destiny. The fourth reminder: don't dim your light for someone else's comfort. Trying to shrink or reshape yourself to please others will only leave you drained and disconnected from your essence. Be bold enough to stand in your full light, even if it blinds some. The ones who matter will adjust their vision, while those who can't will fade away. You were never meant to fit into someone else's mold. You were made to expand, to grow, to inspire. So let your light shine brighter than ever. Your light doesn't diminish just because it's too bright for someone else. Keep shining, my friend. Keep shining. Never dim your light. You see, some people in your life will say, "What's wrong with you?" when you're doing something that makes you feel alive. Some people will say to you, "It's not worth it," when you will start doing something that's important to you. Some people will say to you, "Are you going crazy?" just because you've started working on a passion project. Some people will say to you, "You work way too much," just because you want to make it grow. And some people will say to you, "Hey, you're becoming toxically, overworking, overdoer, or something," just because you have passion and enthusiasm for it. Sure, there must be an ingredient of balance and moderation sometimes, but don't dim your light just because some people don't understand it, or some people feel blinded by it. Be a lighthouse and know that some people will be inspired by you. That's all you need to know. Be a lighthouse. Show a direction. Pave a way. But don't mind too much for those who don't understand you. Because most people will not understand you. Most people will think there's something wrong with you. And then one day they will say to you, "You had luck," or "You had overnight success." And you will say, "Yes, it took me 3 years or 5 years for this overnight success, and 5 years of luck. That was actually hard work and vision and dedication and perseverance and balance and all of that." Right? So don't dim your light for those who may feel blind by it. The fifth reminder, powerful one. Release to receive. Letting go of relationships or spaces where you feel unseen isn't a loss. It's a clearing. What you release makes room for deeper, more meaningful connections to flow into your life. Holding on to what doesn't serve you only delays your alignment with what will. Trust that the process of letting go is sacred. It's not about erasing people or experiences, but about freeing yourself to embrace the ones that truly uplift you. Right? Letting go is not a loss. It's a clearing. You're making space so new can come. If you live in a chaotic place, there's no space for new things. You may say, "I will buy a new computer," and there's no place where you could put it. So you need to clean stuff, right? You need to prepare the space. If you would like to have more courage in your heart, well, firstly deal with the fear that is taking too much space in it. If you would like to have more confidence in your character, well, take care of the behavior that is robbing you from confidence. Stop doing so much of what you're ashamed of and do more of what you will be proud of. That's how we are clearing space, right? Letting go is an act of cleansing. When you prepare the space, the new will come. When you prepare yourself, relationships will come. When you prepare your business, clients will come. You need to be seen as you're ready. You need to show up as you're ready. Sometimes I see an image of this, like there's a man in the cave, and there's a hole at the top of the cave that looks into the outer world, and then there's a ladder that goes through this hole, and then at the top of the hole there's another man that is like calling this man from the cave to come out. But then this man of the inside of the cave feels comfort there because he's used to everything there. Like, there may be a snake, but I'm used to it. There may be a dangerous spider, but I'm used to it. If I go out, well, I don't know what happens there, so it's a scary place. I don't want to let go of this because if I go out, there must be something very scary. And that's how we feel when it comes to changes in life. We feel like we don't want to truly go outside because who knows what happens there. But there's a sunshine. There are birds and animals and other people. There are opportunities. There's adventure. You can travel places, meet new people, meet new cultures, meet all the beauty that was created. And yes, there are dangerous stuff as well. But you see, the point is that you understand that with any new level comes new danger. But with new danger comes new wisdom. And with new wisdom comes more growth. And with more growth, you're not so scared of this scary stuff anymore. So therefore, as you're leveling up, like climbing out of the cave, you will eventually be exposed to more dangerous stuff. Like, for example, when you become more seen on social media, you get exposed to criticism. You get exposed to people who have completely different ideas and they may judge you. But then through time, you start understanding their perspectives and you start understanding different levels of thinking that may be judging you, and you recognize that we all have our own outlooks on life. So being judged or criticized can be a good part because it can help you to improve your work, but it doesn't serve you as something that would stop you, that would go you back, that would make you go back into the cave. So you learn to understand that with all the adventure that is waiting out, danger will come, but danger will make you wiser, and wisdom will make you grow, and growth will bring a lot of new joy and new adventure into your life. So release to receive. The sixth reminder, honor the path. Honor the path. Not everyone is meant to walk beside you, and that's the truth. Their journey holds lessons for them, just as yours holds lessons for you. Bless them and keep moving forward. There's no need for bitterness or regret, simply gratitude for the shared moments and a quiet understanding that all things evolve. When paths diverge, it doesn't mean failure, it means growth. Let them grow and allow yourself to do the same. Once I've heard that we have life friends and life relationships. Those are people who are with us on all different levels we move through. And we have seasonal friends that are here for us just in certain particular seasons of our lives, and then we outgrow them. So when we separate, it's sometimes very painful because we may be attached to them. But it's also a sign of growth because life is taking you now into a different direction, and that person has their own direction, and it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it may happen with your family members, like your values are not aligned anymore and you go your own way, and it may be hard, but it's a sign of growth. You don't know where that path will take you. Maybe at some point you will understand your parents to such a degree that you will return and you will say, hey, all along you've been right. You never know, but you need to embrace that path because that path will teach you what truly matters. So don't hold yourself back. When you come to the point where you are at the crossroad where you're about to separate from someone that maybe means a lot to you, but if you stay there, you know that you will not grow. And if you would not choose that opportunity, you might be filled with regrets. Never do that. Follow the passion or follow that path. Follow where it takes you. And eventually everything will just, make the big picture and make sense. And the seventh one, your soul knows the way. When you stay true to your inner voice, your values, your purpose, your calling, you naturally align with those who are meant to walk with you. Trust that pull. Your soul always knows where it belongs. There's a wisdom inside you that's older and deeper than doubt. It's the quiet nudge, the persistent whisper, the knowing that no amount of outside noise can drown out. Listen to it, trust it, it will never lead you astray. And when you get quiet enough to hear your soul, you realize it's been guiding you all along. Your soul knows the way. You know how many times we feel lost? You know that because maybe it's right now. Maybe right now you feel lost. It's okay, my friend. Maybe you've been lost and you found yourself and you're grateful right now. I feel 2024 was a year where so many people have been exposed to everything that they were the most afraid of experiencing. And it made them feel lost because they've been shaken and shattered. But deep inside you also know that you know the way, and God will show it to you. Life will show it to you. Just don't be too impulsive. That's a weakness I have. Sometimes when I don't know the way, I become a bit too compulsive. So I start trying all kinds of different things, and then I catch myself and I notice, just calm down. Go and meditate a little bit so things can settle. Your mind can calm down. And when your mind calms down, you will know. You will know. When it happens, everything will click. Sometimes it may take days. Sometimes it may take weeks and months. But eventually you will see. You will see your soul knew where you have to go. Sometimes it was about not going anywhere because the time was not right. And you will be like impatient, like why it didn't work yet? Why it didn't happen yet? Well, because the time was not ready yet. You will be like, I know so much, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, because maybe the time is not ready yet. I remember when I was at my last job. I quitted it at the end of 2017. It was my last job that I had. But when I had that last job, back at that time I was reading a lot about personal development. I was reading about business and money. I wanted to become independent. I wanted to quit that job and start something that will be mine, to work on my dream, on my passion. So I knew everything I could do, but I had no idea where to start. Like, what's my passion? What I could start doing? And I was confused. I thought, like, I know this knowledge. I've read so many books, but I don't know what to do. I was there. But then, when I quitted my job, I started feeling this strong pull towards drawing. It started happening in 2017. Today I understand how everything unfolded. But it was my soul that guided me through it. Through everything I've been from 2017 until now, something was guiding me to here. And it was not my mind, it was not my intellect. Because I was never imagining myself doing what I'm doing today. I needed to learn to speak English. I needed to learn to edit videos. I needed to learn how the YouTube works. I needed to learn how to present myself to, in front of the camera, how to overcome shame and doubts and all of that. But something was guiding me, something was pulling me. And that's how you know that your soul knows already. It's just your doubt. Sometimes the time is not right. when the time is right, you feel the pull, and when you feel the pull, you need to follow it, and when you follow it, the momentum will take over, and when the momentum takes over, you will know, because doors will start opening, opportunities will start coming, but don't wait them. If you don't know what to do, just keep learning, keep trying, keep exploring what's interesting to you. The point is not that you find the thing, that you find like this is the thing, like this is what I have to do. It's not the point that you discover it. The point is that you keep looking for it, keep trying what's fun to you, what makes you feel alive, what awakens a sense of passion. Because before I was doing all of that, I've been trying different things. Like for over 12 years, I've been in a sport that I thought I will make a living with it. I will go all in. Then I've started YouTube, and I've been doing like some meditation music, and I've been recording some nature sounds and things like that. But it was not really fun to me. It was nice, but it was not really the thing. But I've been searching and exploring and trying different things until one clicked. And when something clicks, you know that this is that thing. And once you find it, you know that all this path of searching was already, it was already a part of the mission. Because sometimes you need to show that you're ready. You need to show that you have patience, that you have resilience, that you are ready to adapt, that you're ready to learn, that you're ready to adjust, that you're ready to open your mind, that you're ready to live out of a beginner's mind, constantly learning, constantly humbling yourself. Like, doesn't matter how long you're doing something, how long you're becoming better at something, you are still not master at it. And you need to humble yourself and be like a beginner. Keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better, but don't stop, right? So this is it for today. I hope you found a great value in today's message. It was deep, it was quite long, but it was fun. I've enjoyed in it so much, and I hope you found a great value in it. Thank you so much for all your support. By choosing to support my art on AttractPassion.com, you can find prints of my art, you can find original paintings, you can find some shirts and mugs and different products. Go and check it out. And I'm very grateful for your support, because with that you're supporting this mission. Also follow me on Instagram, AttractPassion. There are 2 accounts. One is inspirational for daily content, and one is more personal, where you can find my art. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Thank you so much, and till next time, one love.